150 people were on a passenger jet that crashed this morning in the French Alps, and search teams do not believe anyone survived.
Investigators say the pilot of the Germanwings Airbus never sent out a distress signal, and Ryan Nobles has more on the investigation.
Horror for the families of 144 passengers and 6 crew members on board the Germanwings flight from Barcelona to Duesseldorf, Germany.
The airliner then left this height after 1 minute and went straight down.
The first reports from the crash site are devastating. Helicopters flew to the scene and rescue crews described the plane as obliterated, with human remains strewn several hundred meters from the wreckage. But search crews did find at least one of the aircraft's so-called black boxes. Many of the victims, including a group of 16 school children, are German, and the country's chancellor, Angela Merkel, promised her full support.
We will do everything to get the help that they need in these difficult hours.
France will lead the probe into the crash of the Airbus A320-11, which radar shows a sharp but gradual descent roughly a half hour after it took off.
That steep descent would indicate that if the pilots were in control of the airplane, they're responding to some sort of emergency.
The crash site is difficult to get to, and the weather is expected to turn for the worse, making it impossible to land helicopters and allow for recovery crews to safely navigate the treacherous terrain. A difficult but necessary process to prevent whatever went wrong from happening again. In Washington, I'm Ryan Nobles reporting.
It is rare for problems to happen to an airplane when it's well into its flight, as was the Germanwings Airbus.
And looking a little closer now, according to Boeing analysis of both Boeing and Airbus plane crashes between 2004 and 2013, less than 10% of incidents happened in flight. As you can see from the chart, a plane is more likely to have problems on takeoff, maneuvering, and landing.
The Airbus 320A is one of the safest airplanes flying these days, and you've probably flown on one yourself. According to Airbus, aircraft in the A320 family take off or land every 2.5 seconds. There are around 3,600 flights per day. American Airlines, Delta, United, JetBlue, Virgin America, and Frontier all fly A320s, many of them flying into Austin's airport.